Buy-to-let and HMO investors need to be aware of the affordability stress tests which are coming on for the time being. These 2-year products are requiring an 8.5% stress test. This is considerably higher than 2 years ago when we were at 5.5%, maybe even lower than that for 5-year products that were allowing pay rate. The difference between the stress test and the pay rate are essentially the difference between whether you've got a 2-year deal or a 5-year deal. With the 2-year deal, because of the short-term uncertainty, lenders are being required to put the rental income of a property under a much stricter, much more rigorous stress test, and that is 1.25 times the gross interest payments if the interest rate was 8.5%. So easy numbers, £1 million of borrowing at 8.5%, that's £85,000. With 1.25 coverage, that would need to be the £85,000 plus a quarter on top, another further £21,000, taking you to for £1 million of borrowing for a 2-year deal. Your property could need to generate up to £106,000 in gross income. Now, not everyone's got a £1 million mortgage. Down here in the southeast in London, they're quite more frequent than elsewhere in the country. So as another example, looking at £100,000, again, with an 8.5% interest rate, you're looking at needing a gross rent for the year of £10,600. Now, that's for the 2-year deal. There are options with the 5-year products. They are pretty lumpy in their arrangement fees. Lenders know that borrowers have their backs up against a corner here, and they don't have a huge amount of options where these rents haven't quite caught pace yet. Instead of slipping onto a standard variable rate, you are going to look to refix, and those 5-year options are going to charge pretty lumpy fees, up to a 5% arrangement fee being added to the loan. What that does is allows you to pay, allows the stress test of 1.25 times to be based upon the pay rate. So if the rate quoted by the lender is 5.5% on £100,000, that would be £5,500 per year in gross interest payments. Again, adding our 1.25, that's about £1,300 to be added to the £5,500, close to £7,000 per year. Therefore, we should find that our properties are much more capable of wearing that affordability test through the gross rent that is coming in. Making yourselves aware of these tests, guys, keeping abreast of them and which direction rates are tending to be trending can really help you, give you the time and space that you need to make sure that all your options are explored and the best option teed up for when you're rolling off these products. Grab a hold of us if you need any help.